Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is McCleskey. Today I'm going to be doing kind of a first impressions and tutorial of this eye look using the new Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette. And just a reminder, if you do end up liking this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment below letting me know what you think of this, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm just going to pin my hair back so that it's not in the way. And then I'm going to start out by priming my lids using the p.louise base in Rumor 0.5. Just to give the shadow a good chance, make it really fair, I suppose. I don't always use eye primer, but I'm trying to start because I feel like this really does make a big difference. Whereas with other eye primers that I've tried, I haven't always noticed the biggest difference, but this one really does seem to work and make the shadows appear more vibrant and pigmented. So I just want to make sure I'm doing everything I should be doing. And I'm just using this really old brush that I have from Vasanti Cosmetics, and it's not completely clean, but I'm just gonna put this all over my lids. A pretty good amount, and just kind of fanning it out on the edges too, because I feel like I kind of want to do like a blown out smoky eye. So I just kind of slap it on, and then I go over it with a wet beauty sponge and just tap it out and make it really even, and then I'll clean up anything after I do the eyeshadow. We're actually going out for Valentine's tonight, so if we're doing something, I kind of like to do my eyeshadow first, especially if I'm trying a new palette, just because I don't know how much fallout I might get, so I don't want to mess up my face makeup. Okay, so I went to the Morphe store in Mall of America yesterday and picked up the palette. So it comes just in a normal package. On the back it says, "The past few years have been absolutely insane. So many highs, so many lows, amazing memories, and tons of drama. Through all of it, my subscribers always had my back. Thank you for loving and supporting me no matter what. This palette is to embracing the past, owning the present, and dominating the future together. I hope these shades make you feel strong, powerful, and loved, the way you make me feel every day. XO Jaclyn Hill." And I feel like I kind of want to do a look similar to what she's wearing on the back of the box here. So the palette came just like this, which I'm sure most of you have probably seen it by now since she did a reveal video. But here is what it looks like. It's not quite as vibrant. Well, I mean, it's still a really vibrant palette, but I feel like from some of the pictures it looked even more intense. But I think I'm going to use some of these down here. I'm not going to swatch them because I feel like that's already been kind of done. So you can look on Trend Moods page or watch Jaclyn's video. You can see swatches from both of them there. I'm just not good at swatching, and I don't have time to swatch all 35 shades right now, but I did swatch some in the store yesterday and they did seem to swatch really nicely, but I feel like the true test is actually putting them on your eye, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And then yesterday for buying the palette, you just got like a free little bag along with this, and the palette retails for $39, but then I used her code JACATTACK and got another 10% off, so it was about $35. So $1 per shade, I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. So I feel like I'm gonna try to start by defining my crease a little bit first, and I really want to use this red shade, which is called Livin' My Best. It has just a tiny bit of shimmer in there, but from what I heard in her video, it won't really show up on your eye. The shimmer won't anyways, it's just to make it blend easier because reds can be really hard to work with. So I'm taking a Sigma detail blending brush. It's a E27, and that is super pigmented. And I think I'm going to do kind of like a cut crease type look. So I'm going to try to just focus this up a little bit higher, going like right above where my natural crease is. And I'm kind of just stamping it on and then lightly buffing it. It's actually pulling a little more pink on me right now, but I'm going to try to build it up a little bit. Could just be the lighting in here too. I'm just going to bring it up a little bit higher towards the outer edge of my eye and just lightly feather it out. I think I'm just gonna do this eye all at once and then I'll come back and do this one off camera later. Then I'm gonna take this shade here, which is called Crazy, and put it right over the top of that, but focusing it in a little more towards my actual crease, so down a little bit further, and I'm just not bringing it up as high, and then lightly working it in. And like I said, I'm gonna kind of do a cut crease, so some of this will get covered up. So if you think it's dark, you probably won't see a lot of it later. So I just like to make it a little more intense if I know I'm doing a cut crease, just so you get that nice definition. These are blending out super nice. The pigment is really there. It really is like a buttery formula. There's not a lot of fallout, like they don't get super powdery in the pan. So as you can see, like I dipped into those and there's nothing really on the palette, so that's really nice, so it doesn't make a big mess. And I'm just gonna deepen that up a tiny bit more because I want to use a little bit of a darker shade on my lid. So I just want to make sure there's a good contrast between my lid and the crease. Sorry if you guys can hear my camera focusing. I have the mic right on top of it. I need to try to figure out a way to get my mic to like be more in front of me rather than right by my lens. So something I hope to get somewhat soon, but I'm just starting to do more YouTube videos again, so I just kind of want to see how it goes first before I buy more stuff. Okay, then just taking a tiny bit of the black and mixing it with Crazy, and then I'm going to do the same thing right above that. Like I'm tapping into Crazy 3 times and then just barely tapping into Temptress. See, it just really deepens the color, but it keeps like the same tone. Hey, Sasha. And I'm not bringing that in as far. I feel like this is getting kind of dark in the inner corner, but I'll blend it out a little better. Okay, and then I'm gonna do like the outer corner here with those same colors. Normally I'll do this all at once, but I kind of forgot. So I'm going back into the red shade, which is called Livin' My Best, and just buffing that out here first. Then I'm going back with Crazy and Temptress and just doing like a V on this outer corner. Okay, and then so to make this up here not so harsh, I'm actually going to go in with more of a fluffy brush. This is from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill original collection. It's a JH37. And I know she has some new brushes now too, but I didn't get any of those. I feel like it's looking more pink than I wanted. I was hoping for more red. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade, which is called Hard On, and just kind of buff it over those shades just to start blending this all out. And I'm not using a ton of eyeshadow, I'm more just blending what I already have there, but I just did a tiny bit of that shade. Then I'm going to take the white shade, which is called Certified, and do that right up at the top. So I know I said it was getting kind of dark over here, so I'm just taking that white shade and buffing this all out. So I'm going to try to make this more red again. So I'm just going into Livin' My Best, and I'm going to blend it right over this shadow that I did to get some of that color back there. Yeah, I feel like that's helping. And then just buffing over that once more without doing any additional eyeshadow. And once I do my brows later, I'll clean up around my brows a little bit more too, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. Then I'm taking some of this p.louise Acid Rain in the shade Blank Canvas. I just take a little bit on the back of my hand, just so it kind of gets warmed up a little bit. I'm gonna use a Sigma cut crease brush and just saturate it with a good amount of that product. And then an easy way to do a cut crease is to do like a layer of your primer or concealer right along your lash line, and then look up and you'll get a line there. So that is usually where you want to bring your primer or concealer up to, so that you'll be able to see all of it when your eyes are open. And I need just a little bit more. So then you can use that as like your guide. And I feel like this works easier with more product on your brush, so then you can just stamp your line. And I'm not a pro at cut creases by any means, but I like to keep practicing, so I feel like it works really good for my eye shape to make my eyes look more open. And then I'm not gonna bring it all the way. I'm just gonna bring it about this far and just tap it out at the edges. And then I'll blend some shadow over this part. And then while this is still kind of tacky, I'm gonna start packing some eyeshadow over that. First, I'm going to take this shade, which is called Drama Queen, and then I'm going to take some of this one, which is called Empowered. I'm going to do Drama Queen more on the inner corner and then Empowered more towards the center of the lid. I'm going to use a Morphe M421. This brush might be a little too small for this actually. I'm actually going to take this p.louise brush instead and go into Drama Queen. I know she said some of these are more like pressed glitters, but I don't really know which one. I think maybe Empowered looks like it's more glittery. First, I'm just gonna kind of put this all over so that I don't start getting creasing. Then going into that Empowered shade. I'm just gonna pack this more towards the center, like I said. These are really pretty. I feel like they might work best with like your finger or by wetting the brush, but I just wanted to try them like this first. And then I'm gonna go back over that with Drama Queen and just blend this together so that we don't have a line. And then I'm gonna darken up this outer corner again. First going in with Livin' My Best again, and then I'll do Crazy and Temptress, just like we did before. I'm just tapping it over that line from where my primer ended. That'll blend it all back together. What do you guys think so far? I think it's looking pretty. Like I said, I'll kind of define everything as I keep going here, but the shadows are working really nicely. I'm impressed. They're all blending out super good. They're really pigmented. Very pretty. And obviously her original Jaclyn Hill palette has a lot more neutrals, so I feel like this one will pair really nicely with that one or complement it with all these colors. I'm just using the red shade and darkening this up. This is a Morphe JH39. I'm just doing a little bit of the black shade. Hello?
Hello. Happy
Hi.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
What do you...
My mom sent me a text that said Happy Valentine's Day. I love you.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah. So I figured I better call my daughter and tell her that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're my favorite daughters.
Yeah, I know. Alright, sorry, my dad called, so I was just finishing this eye while I was talking to him. I don't really know where I was or what I was talking about, but I'm just gonna leave the eye like this while I finish doing this one, and then I'll come back and I will finish up my eye look after I do my face makeup with you guys, just so you can see how I finish off this eye, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on everything. Okay, so I finished doing most of my eyes, and I popped on some lashes. These are Lily lashes in Milan. I believe they weren't in the case anymore, but I think that's what they are. So I did my foundation, powder, concealer, bronzer, but I'm gonna do blush and highlight after I finish off my eyes. So I still have some loose powder under my eyes just in case, so I don't get eyeshadow underneath my eyes. So I'm taking this little pencil brush. It's a JH39. I'm going into the red shade, Livin' My Best. I'm just gonna smoke that under my lower lash line. And it does look a lot more pink on camera, but I went upstairs and just looked in my bathroom and the color really does look more red. I don't know why it's not showing up as red right now. Could be because I kind of mixed it with a purple shade too. I'm just smoking this down quite a bit so that my eyes appear bigger. And I didn't do any liner, I just did some of the black shadow on my lash line just so that my lashes would blend in more. Okay, and then I'm gonna take just a little bit of a more neutral shade. I'm gonna take Love Handles, which is this one right here. And I'm just gonna use that to blend out so there's not such a harsh line under my eye. Just right underneath that. I'm gonna try to avoid using the purple underneath my eye just so it doesn't look like I have an eye bag or something. And then I'm just taking a flat angled brush. This is the Sigma E75. Just going into the black shade Temptress and just putting this as close to my lash line as I can get. Just bringing it like halfway across. Just kind of feathering it in towards the inner corner. I just like doing this in place of eyeliner. I don't like to do black in my waterline because I feel like it just really closes off my eyes and makes them look really small. I'm gonna grab some white liner just to put in my waterline really quick. Well, I can't find my white MAC eyeliner, so I'm using this one from Skin. Dimitri James, it's called Bright Eyes Eye Enhancing Eyeliner. Putting this in the waterline. Make a really good face when I do this. See, can you tell a difference from this one to this one or not? I can. I don't know, I just feel like it cleans up the look a little bit. Sorry, my lips look really crusty right now. Foundation lips. Gross. Oh my god. I've dropped this thing on myself 3 times now and I keep getting powder all over the place. So I'm gonna wipe away my translucent powder. Then we'll do some lower lash mascara. And for lower lashes, I've really been liking this one from Hank & Henry. And it's like a dual-sided wand, but there's a really small side for doing your lower lashes. And this formula is waterproof, so it will not move, so you won't get like raccoon eyes during the day. My eyes have been watering a lot with the cold weather, so I've just been sticking to this one for my lower lashes, and it works so well. Plus the little brush makes it really easy so that you don't accidentally touch your face with the brush, and it grabs all those little hairs. I really want to try lower lashes for an intense look, but I almost dropped it again. Kind of scared how I would look, but we'll see, maybe sometime. So I'm gonna finish off my face, just doing some blush and highlight and then lips, and then we'll be done. For blush, I have some new ones that Laura Mercier sent over to me. So I'm gonna try these. These are the shades Sangria and Peach. So I'm just gonna kind of mix a little bit from each one. I'm taking a Morphe JH04, it's a blush brush. I'm gonna do just a little bit of Sangria and then mostly Peach. Focusing it more on just the apples of my cheeks. And if you watched my last video, you would know that I've been liking putting it more here lately and bringing it up a little higher into my under eye. And if you want to see how I do this face routine, it's pretty much the same, so you can check out my last video and then you'll see that in there. And pretty much all the products I used in that video are what I used in today's video too, other than the blush is different. But otherwise, like the foundation, concealer, all that stuff are the same. These blushes are so pretty and they go on so nice. And a little on my nose and up here. Then I'm gonna do some highlighter, and I'm gonna use the Jaclyn Flash Palette and a little bit of her luminous powder in Do Me. I'm gonna do that first. And I'm actually just using this brush from Laura Mercier. It's their glow powder brush. So they have a product similar to this, but theirs is a lot more glowy. And Jaclyn's is just a little bit more natural for this one anyway. So like I do with all my highlighter, I just bring it above my brow and then in a C motion across my temple and then onto my cheekbones and a little on my nose and chin. I'm gonna mix these two warmer shades. These are Sparks and Mesmerized. I'm using a Morphe JH09 and I'm just gonna mix them together. And just focus it right on the high points of my cheeks, a little on my apples. And then same thing. I have a lot of texture right now, so I'm not gonna do a ton of highlight, but I feel like this will look really pretty. I don't think Jaclyn Hill has any texture, so that's probably why she can use so much highlight. Alright, so just gonna set it with some Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. You know when you just had a brush and now you have no idea where it went? I swear, story of my life. I swear, I waste so much time just editing this out of my videos. I'm gonna use this one instead. I don't even know what this brush is, but just taking some of the white shade, Certified. I'm just gonna use this to brighten back up under my brow. I like to put it right at the high point and then drag it down, and that'll blend it in. I can see why she wanted just like a matte white shade now, because this one looks so much more put together than this one does without doing that. Never knew how much I needed just a plain white eyeshadow in my life. Normally they all have some shimmer or something, but this works so much better. So as you guys can probably tell, I love this eyeshadow palette. I thought I would, but you know, sometimes you're a little bit skeptical. But I highly recommend picking this up. It's super pretty, super affordable. I know a lot of people want me to do more drugstore makeup. I don't buy a ton of it, but I do love Morphe products, so I'm gonna try incorporating some more onto my page and my videos. So hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you end up picking it up. Super pretty. I can't wait to do more looks. Next, I definitely want to play with these bright purple shades and that yellow. But then for the inner corner, I'm gonna try this other whitish shade. It's called I'm In It, but it has some lilac reflect in it. Yep. That's what I needed. Damn, girl. She knows what she's doing with eyeshadow. I'm in love. I'm in it, like she says. Except I'm not as energetic as Jaclyn Hill. I don't know how she has that energy. I love this eyeshadow. Just gonna do lips, then we'll be done. Okay, I'm gonna do more of like a peachy pinky lip. I'm using the Laura Mercier Baby Lips lip liner. I haven't used this shade before, so I hope it's what I'm picturing. Their lip liner formula is one of my favorites though. And the Plumberry shade is one of my favorites, especially to pair with a nude lip. Just gives you like the perfect pinky nude. I'm gonna speed this up. You don't need to see this whole process. And I'm pretty much gonna fill in my lips for the most part. This will just make it last longer. And my lipstick is a little more pink, so this should tone it down a little. And then I'm using Laura Mercier Silky Cream lipstick in Nude Naturel. Like I said, more of a pink, so they should kind of even each other out, I'm hoping. Yep, that's what I wanted. I love the formula of this. It really is creamy. And all the shades are so pretty. That is perfect with this eye look. Take these things out. All right, I think we're done. So again, my final thoughts on the palette are I'm obsessed. I can't wait to use this more. I'm so glad that I ended up buying it. I did buy it in store at Morphe at Mall of America, and they had quite a bit when I got it. So definitely check out his store. I don't know if it's sold out online or not. I haven't even looked, but I don't think so. I haven't seen anything. So yeah, if you do end up liking this, let me know if you pick up the palette or what you think of it. And if you like the video, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.